हेलो फ्रेंड्स, टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस वन पॉइंट दैट इज द रॉल्स लॉ। तो ये रॉल्स लॉ में होगा क्या और कौन से टॉपिक रिलेटेड है? तो रॉल्स लॉ इज रिलेटेड टू दिस सोल्यूशन एंड कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज. So in that this law is also related to solution. So firstly we should know that this law who has introduced. This law was introduced by the scientist Rawls, and according to his name is given to that law, that is the Rawls law. If we consider this law statement, what is the explanation or what is the formula for that one? As we know that solution in this Rawls law, we are going to discuss the solution is nothing but the mixing of two components, we will say simply. And generally we are saying that when solute is dissolved or added into the solvent, we are getting the solution. But sometimes what will happen, one liquid is mixed with the another one liquid, that is also the solution. So simply here we are going to discuss, this is the solution of two volatile liquids. Clear to everyone? So for that one we are going to consider one vessel. This is the one vessel which is closed one. So this is the closed vessel. Clear? In that this is the one volatile component and this is the second volatile component. Hope so everyone is getting that point, whatever I'm drawing here. So for that one, if we consider P1 and P2, what is that P1 and P2? P1 and P2 is the partial pressure exerted by component 1 and 2. Clear to everyone? Because P1 is the our component, 2 is also second component. So that's why. What is meant by that partial pressure? Partial pressure, for that one, as we have seen previously, Dalton's law of partial pressure, whose link is also provided here. So you can see that video in which I have given that definition for the partial pressure. Then and then also we will discuss here. So if we consider we are having one mixture, in that here they are mixture of two components. What is the pressure exerted by component number 1? That is the partial pressure of the component 1. If we consider pressure exerted by the second component, that is the partial pressure of the second component. Clear to everyone? So pressure exerted by the individual in the mixture, that is nothing but the partial pressure. So here we understood that partial pressure. Next one is that PT. PT is the total pressure. Now if we consider that statement of this Rawls law, relation between that partial pressure, total pressure as well as X1 and X2. What is that X1 and X2? I think so everyone knows that X we are using for the mole fraction purpose. So here X1 and X2 are the mole fraction of the component 1 and component 2. Now we'll discuss what is the statement of this law. This statement is related to the solution. Once again I am telling you. So if we consider this statement, now see what is the statement. In that we can say for a solution. As we know that here there is a solution, but it is of the volatile component. So for a solution of volatile liquids, the partial pressure of each component is directly proportional to partial pressure of each component, whose component is there? It is of the solution. So for a solution of volatile liquid, the partial pressure of each component is directly proportional to the mole fraction. Clear to everyone? Mole fraction of each component. So simply partial pressure for the first component and for the second component. We will write that formula separately. So what is the formula? Partial pressure of first component, that is P1, partial pressure of the second component, that is P2, which is directly proportional to the mole fraction. Mole fraction of first component is X1, mole fraction of second component is X2. So to remove that proportionality sign, we are using one symbol, that is the P01 into x1. P2 is equal to P02 into x2. Now what is that P01 and P02? Now see here. P01 and P02. These are the vapor pressure of the pure component. Whose pure component? If we consider P01, it is of the vapor pressure of the first pure component, and P02 is the vapor pressure of the second pure component. So here we have completed what is meant by that P01 and P02. Now, as we know that second law, which is that second law? That is the Dalton's law of partial pressure. Dalton's law of partial pressure. What is the Dalton's law of partial pressure? As I told you in the beginning only, link will be given here. So just you have to watch that video, so you will get an idea about this one also. Now, according to Dalton's law of partial pressure, total pressure is the sum of partial pressure of the components involved in that mixture or in that solution. So here only two components are involved. So Pt is equal to P1 plus P2. This is the one equation. Here just we will write here equation 1 and equation 2. And this is the equation 3. So from equation 1 and 2, what we can write? From equation 1 and 2, we can write Pt is equal to, what is that P1? P01 into x1 plus P02 into x2. This is the fourth equation. Now, as we know that one concept, what is that one concept? Mole fraction of the components, if we take their sum, it is always 1. So, from that one, we can modify this equation. X1 is equal to 1 minus x2. This is the equation number 5. If we put that equation 5 into 4, then what will be the equation? See, Pt is equal to P01, instead of x1, we are writing here 1 minus x2 plus P02 into x2. What is the next step? Simply we are multiplying with the P01 to the bracket. So what will be the equation? See, P01 into 1, that will be P01. P01 minus x2, that is minus P01 into x2 plus P02 into x2. After that, we will remove that. We will take outside the common term and we will write the equation once again. If you have not completed the notes, please take a screenshot. Otherwise, you can write along with me also. So, we will discuss next step also. So, after that, what will be equation? See here. Pt is equal to P01 minus P01 x2 plus P02 x2. Here, we are taking that P02, P01 as it is. After that, minus sign will be as it is. Here if we consider this term, in that x2 is common one. So we are taking that x2 common. In bracket, what will be here? That P01 plus, instead of that plus, it will be P02. Why that will be plus? Instead of plus, we are writing minus, because after multiplication of that equation, we should get the same equation. Because of that, now see here, if minus x2 into P01, what will be the answer? Minus P01 x2, as we are getting here. Minus x2 into minus P20, minus minus, mathematical rule, minus into minus, that will be plus. That's why. So that equation just we are simply changing it, and that is the Pt is equal to P01 plus x2 P02 minus P01. Understood? Because if we are taking here plus, then here it will be minus and here it will be plus. Now see, once again I am writing that step also. Pt is equal to P01 plus x2. Then in bracket that will be minus P01 and this minus will become plus P02. Simply if we are changing that position of that P02, that will come here and minus term will go here, and after that we got this equation. So here we can say that this is the final equation related to this Raoult's law for the volatile components. In our next lecture we will discuss the Raoult's law related to non-volatile mixtures. Thank you all of you.